I want to talk about the Starbucks incident of two black men arrested for trespass. And so let me lay some preliminary information first. So, first off, I used to work as a janitor, and so I cleaned bathrooms at the Columbia Center Mall, which I think is in Richland now. I thought it was in Kennewick. And I gotta say, women leave the restroom a lot nastier than men leave it. Anyway, did that for several months in college. So, I got some credentials in the area of knowing something about bathrooms. Now, the second thing is that what I'm going to say, my wife considers, reveals me to be a racist, and I got a feeling that other people do too. But what I've noticed is that people are quite anxious to come to very quick, easy, and we could even say black and white understandings of issues without any interest in the gray areas, the more, the bigger issues. So, as a foundational matter, let me assert that I'm not a racist. Have you stopped alongside the interstate freeway to help an elderly black woman change her tire? Have you stopped to help an old black man with a cane change his tire? Have you stopped in the dark on the Baltimore-Washington freeway to pick up a middle-aged black man whose Jaguar had broken down and give him a ride into town? Have you been asked by a 45-year-old black man who is in alcohol rehab to be his sponsor? When I don't know shit about being a sponsor. I never had an addiction, but he loves me. He's loved me for 15 years, wanted me to be his sponsor. He says I say the stuff he needs to hear. Then I've got a 66-year-old black man who, he's gay, I'm straight, and I would say that as much as a straight guy can love another man, I really, really love this man, black man. And my memory is he's the only guy who came to visit me the last time I was in the hospital for a hernia operation. So I've got an elderly black neighbor that I've stopped a couple times to give her a ride. I think she's fearful. And I've given her a little bit of legal advice about how to keep the value of her home. There's a black man that was panhandling on the street corner, and I said, would you like to earn some money? And so I gave him some garbage sacks and $20 paid in advance, and I got his name. Have you actually got the names of these people that you give money to? I got his name, I got his phone number, so I could be in touch with him if I had other work opportunities. And for 3 or 4 different times, I would see him panhandling, and I would hand him a garbage sack and $20 paid in advance, and he'd walk along the highway and pick up garbage. There was a man in an electric wheelchair that had stopped. Now, I'm not dead certain. My memory's not totally clear as to whether he was white or black, but my point is, I didn't give a shit. The guy needed help. I stopped to see if he needed help with his electric wheelchair. Okay, so am I a racist? Well, let me turn it around. Unless you've done those things that I'm talking about, shut the fuck up and don't be calling me a racist until you've paid your dues. Every Monday, no, not every Monday, but I mean, first Monday of every month, I cook supper for homeless folks. So, shut up. Unless you've been paying your dues, don't be telling me I'm a racist. Okay, so now I'm going to say stuff that you liberal, fuzzy-headed nitty muggins is probably going to say that I'm a racist. I want to start by saying that If you use another person's bathroom, you impose upon them a nasty duty to clean up after you in the most objectionable, repulsive form of cleanup. And you use their supplies. You use their toilet paper and their towels. And boy, some people use a lot of towels. So you don't have any right to use another person's bathroom. And I gotta ask, what kind of, what the mama teach those men that gave them the idea that they could just demand to use somebody else's bathroom and go in there and leave their excreta? Jesus, I've used to clean bathrooms. I know something about this subject. It ain't right. So, don't be using somebody else's bathroom without a powerful dose of respect for what you are imposing upon the owner. Now, then you got to ask the question, if all you got to do is buy a cup of coffee or tea or buy a donut or a cookie to use the bathroom, and you won't do that, so then you get arrested for trespass. Now, who then is it that is raising the race issue? Who's playing the race card? All you had to do was put down a little bit of money and you could use the damn bathroom. Who is it then that played the race card there? Now, the next thing I'd like to ask is there any way I could get the addresses of where these two black men live? Because the rest of America, when we're in the neighborhood and we need to take a dump, we need to stand on their porch and demand to use their bathroom. Now, if your mama raised you right, you want to offer to buy a cup of coffee in order to use their bathroom. But, they can't be demanding to use somebody else's bathroom without paying for it or without reciprocating that the rest of us get to use their bathroom. Now, it'd be fun to turn it into a racial incident. Black folks and Orthodox Jews do not get along in the big cities. So wouldn't it be great if we could get an Orthodox Jew to go stand on the porch and offer to buy a cup of coffee but want to use the bathroom and be denied and, raise enough of a stink to get arrested for trespass? Oh my God, would we have a racial or a bigotry incident there? So how did your mama raise you that you think you got a right to use somebody else's bathroom and leave behind the stuff I personally know you do leave behind? I don't think that's appropriate. You can let me know. Let me know what a goddamn racist I am.